Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I am doing a long-awaited reading journal update. This is my reading journal. These are the markers I have to work on it. And I gotta say, I've been really bad at keeping up to date. I think I last updated it officially May-ish. So if you're interested in seeing what I have been up to, then stay tuned. All right, this is my reading journal. And like I said, these are my markers. I have a combination of Tombow brush pens, dual pens. I have a highlighter or 2 or 3 and some mild liners. These are all the colors I've been using. This is the pen I've dedicated to it. It is I don't know, zebra thing. I'll try and, can you focus on that? Okay, anyway, I should probably turn autofocus off so it doesn't focus on my hands. Give me a second to work on that. Okay, autofocus should be turned off so it won't zoom in on my hands, see? And, okay, so everything is in focus. Woohoo! Alright, markers to the side. Book. Here I have this lovely sticker I've added, I think, since I was last there. I got this at Comic-Con and thought it was fitting for the, my reading journal, and it's beautiful. It is holographic, so it has multiple colors, and the lighting is not gonna reflect in you. So if you haven't been here before, back in January, I set up this journal. I think it was January, maybe February. Anyway, so this is my reading journal. Get my little cute little book dragon thing. Did some stuff. Have a contents. I have updated the contents through September. I haven't finished it up, and I'm kind of color coding it, based on the colors I have here. This notebook is from Michaels. So it's like Michael's brand. I have my ratings here. So 5-star means I love it, I would recommend it. 4 stars is it's good. 3 stars, it's okay. 2 stars, it was a waste of time. And 1 star, don't do it. I wish I hadn't. I'm just refreshing you on those because, so you know what my star rating is. I do have a spice rating. I haven't read very many spicy books lately. So it's been kind of, those are supposed to be like little flames. They're somewhere between a flame and a pepper. I don't know. I think they're flames or upside down hearts. Anyway, my cover page. And then I have my, there we go. I have my reading goal for 2024. I want to read 25 books. As you can see, I have updated this, and I am up to book 20 as of September. Those are books finished. Each month is a different color. So the first January was green, February, March ended up being 2 different colors of orange. I don't know why. March, April, May, I did 4. I think there were graphic novels in there. 3 for July, 1 for August, and 2 in September. And then on the bottom, I have all the books and the ratings I gave them. So this, I can keep track of the titles I read besides the individual things, just so I could see how many and what I rated them in a color-coded kind of way. So purples are my 5 stars. I've only had 3 of those. 4 stars are blue. I've had a few of those, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 3 stars, I've had quite a few 3 stars. No 2 or 1 stars so far this year. I feel like there should have been, but I think I'm thinking of books that I read last year. This is my physical TBR, all the books that I physically own and have not read. There are a few that have been added since I did my setup. I purchased Chosen Ones. Actually, I got it at Comic-Con as a blind mystery box. One of those things, they wrap it in paper and it's a blind date book, I guess is what they call it. So I got the Chosen Ones. The Artist's Way, which I got from the library and then purchased. Seventh Son, which I have read previously, but I have not read it again, and I want to. Vera, This is one I got off of Storygraph. This is Vera Wong's. No, I got this off of Goodreads or Storygraph. Storygraph. Vera Wong's Advice for Murderers. That was one I got for free. And then The Runes was one I had in my collection that was not labeled as fiction, and I didn't know it was there, and I'd never read it. So, I have read The Runes and The Artist Way, and then from the ones that were on my list previously, I've read Speaker for the Dead by Orson Scott Card, and The Witching Hour I finally finished from Anne Rice. And then I have these color-coded by genre, so red is horror. It's kind of horror. Sci-fi and fantasy, I haven't read any. I have a lot of fantasy and nonfiction. And then we move on to my series tracker. I haven't done a whole lot in my series this year. I reread the first of the Mayfair Witches, which is The Witching Hour from Anne Rice. I read the first in a collection of Otherworld books by Kelly Armstrong. I read one book from Discworld by Terry Pratchett. I read issue 0 or story 0 from The Sandman by Neil Gaiman. I read Speaker for the Dead, which is book number 2 in Ender's Saga. And that's it. Yeah, I guess actually that was a reread, I should say, because I'd read that one previously, years ago. And couldn't remember a thing about it. That is why I started my book journal. And then this is the reading log of all the books I've read. There I have a reread. I have one that I want to purchase that's Journaling for Dummies. And then the star rating I gave everything. And when I started it and when I finished it, some of them took a long time. Like The Witching Hour, I started January 29th and ended in March 16th. Its sequel is Here, Lasher. I started that in June 28th. I'm still working on it. I have one DNF this year that I remembered. I may have, in my time of not tracking, I may have done another DNF, but this is the only one I know. This is the Awesome Human Project. I started it in mid-September, and after a week of reading it, I'm really not feeling it. It is a self-help, self-care book, and I'm just more into the witchy vibes, so I DNF'd and returned that to Libby, and then I requested another book from the library, a physical copy that I just picked up and started on the 2nd. A quick flip through of the months I've done so far. Okay, and this is the last I had done. So since the last video, I have read Pyramids, The Witching Hour. I did these on live streams, so I don't remember if I uploaded them to YouTube or not. Adventures in Lettering and Your Sketchbook Yourself. Earlier in the year, I did a lot of lettering and art ones. I also have The Sandman number 0, a Sandman Overture. I did a lot of art and lettering books because I was really into art, and I gave that up. In June, I read 4 books, 2 physical, 1 digital, and 1 graphic novel. I don't have the pages down. I should add that. I don't have anything here, and I didn't want to take the time, so I just put placeholders for them for now. I will go back and fill them out later. I'm going to leave my bookmark there to remind me. And I left an extra page here in case I wanted to add something more. Then July, I finished 3 books, 1 physical, 1 digital, and 1 graphic novel. I also don't have pages listed there. And of course, again, I left spaces to fill them in because I have to go back and refresh my memory of what the books were and what I thought of them. That being said, that is why I started the book journal, so that hopefully when I get done reading a book, I would automatically come in here and fill it out. And I have not been doing that. So we're going to try and do a little catch up. But not right now. Maybe in August. I'll probably do it afterwards and I'll just tell you about it. Anyway, August, I did finish one book. It was digital. It was 513 pages is what I read. That's more than just the digital book. That was another book that I'm also reading, Lasher. So I finished the book Real Artists Don't Starve. It is the last art book that I read, and I've given up on being an artist. It was just too hard to make myself do art. So it's not my passion, I realized after spending, 4, 5, 6 months working on it. I don't remember how long. I think I started in March, so 3, 4 months. Anyway, it's okay. I will write about this. It was an interesting book. I'm glad I read it. I did learn some interesting things. September. So we're up to the last month. So let's see if we can do some quick reviews, or I'll just tell you the books. I'll do the reviews and I'll show them to you next time. That sounds like a plan. So in September, I finished 2 books. They were both print. I read 355 pages, not all from these books, and my average rating was 3.5. 2 books. One was a 4, one was a 3. I have them written in pencil, so bear with me, but they are Transforming Your Life Through Self-Care, a guide to tapping into your deep beauty and inner worth. That is a very long title. It is 4 stars. It was by Carolyn A. Brent, and I started it on October 14th and finished it on September 3rd. And then the other book I read was The Runes, which I mentioned earlier. I found on my shelf. This is September. I started it on September 7th and finished it on the 18th. It was a quick read. It's a small book. I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. I don't know if it is something that is very informative. I don't know much about runes. It was a great introduction, I think, but I have to read more on the subject to know if this is good. I did read reviews from other people who seemed to be more knowledgeable, and they said the book was not very good. It did mention Christianity quite a bit, and I found that a little bit off-putting, considering the subject is not very Christian. Anyway, it was written by Horik Svensson, and I think this is the only book he wrote. It did come as part of a kit, I think from Barnes & Nobles maybe, or some other bookstore, but it was a kit with the book and a set of runes. I do have the set of runes somewhere. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more about that in the future. Those are the 2 books I finished in September, and that is it. That is a catch-up for where we're doing. So next month, I should be coming back and showing you a flip through of some of these books that I have filled out, and then tell you what I did for October. I hope you enjoyed this roundup, this quick little update on my reading journal. We are only on page 36, and it's just small. This book is going to last me for like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, depending on if I do 1 page per review, but still, that's a lot of pages. There are over 200 pages in here. 180. And we're only on page 36, and it's October. So yeah, this will take me a couple more years. That's fine. I will just keep adding to it. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to stay up to date on this reading journal, as well as my makeup panning or any other content, just subscribe if you want to. That's all I have to say. And if you are interested in seeing where this started, I will link over here. I will put the my setup video. And there is a playlist if you want to go and watch all the other playlists or other videos that I've done, which aren't very many. But if you want to go watch them, you're more than welcome to. And until my next video, take care of yourselves and stay true to you. I'll see you later. Bye.